Alright, good evening everyone, good evening fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. I'm pleased and honored to articulate to you tonight the project of our distinguished speaker, our lady speaker, the mother of Las Marinas City Toastmasters, will deliver tonight a level 4 speech. Let me just share my screen. She will deliver to us a level 4 presentation mastery speech. This is for the member to practice the skills needed to address audience challenges. When she presents outside of the Toastmasters Club. The time for the speech is 10 to 15 minutes. 5 to 7 minutes for the speech, plus, take note, audience disruptions that can make it a speech up to 10 to 15 minutes. The title of the speech is Vaccine Fever. Let's all give a warm round of applause to the distinguished Toastmaster, LUISA JOVEN.
Long lines of people in malls, in schools, and big establishments. No, it's not Ayuda, it's not community pantry, and most of all, it's not Lotto. It is COVID vaccine. Okay, so who among you here are not yet vaccinated? Can you please raise your hand? Not yet. Tiyan Bernie, Tiyan Cool, Tiyan Vera, Tiyan August, Tiyan Gerry. Oh, okay. So good evening, fellow Toastmasters. This evening I'll be discussing with you about vaccine fever because everybody's crazy about getting vaccines nowadays. So let's talk about COVID-19 virus. Where did it get its name? Co for corona, V for virus, D for disease, and it happened in 2019. That's why it's called COVID-19 virus. So what is the status now in our country? In our country, there is a total, or just yesterday, there's a total of 6,560 persons who got positive in COVID. And in total, up to this time, 1,524,449 cases of COVID-19. However, we have a very high recovery rate of 95.1% and death of 1.76. Now, if you will look at the right side of the graph, you can see the upward trend. Imagine we are higher than it first came into our country from March 2020 up to July. It's going upward. How about COVID-19 vaccine status? When you look at the world, by the way, all this data are from reliable resources from WHO, CDC, and Department of Health, and I appreciate all the questions that you might have, which I can be entertained at the later part of the meeting. Now, in the world, 26% are already vaccinated. But in the Philippines, as you can see, only 9% are vaccinated. And as you all know, maybe you know that to reach the herd immunity, we should vaccinate 70% of the population, which we are still very far from reaching it. Would you like to experience this? The one below is from India just recently. And did you know how a person who died from COVID is being treated? It's wrapped. That person will be wrapped with a tape all over the body before they are burned. And worldwide, there are a total of cases of 191 million and deaths of 4.11 million. So getting a COVID vaccine will help create an immune response. TMK, I think you're okay. Thank you for muting your microphone. Okay, getting a COVID-19 vaccine will help create an immune response in your body against the virus, and it may help you from getting severely ill. So it's always a statement of everybody nowadays that the benefits of vaccines outweigh the risk.
How many is exclusive?
Hi,
But
Toastmaster Alvin.
ma'am, I hear some of the brands of vaccines have side effects. Is that true?
Oh, actually, I am going to explain some of the details of the 3 different vaccines. But thank you for that question. I would love to learn all about that in detail. But actually, I have experience because I had AstraZeneca and it made me a little ill for almost 2 days. How about you? What vaccine have you? Oh, you have not tried. You have not tried yet. Okay. Thank you for that question, Toastmaster Alvin. Now, I want to ask you again. Okay, let me stop here. Who had, for those who are vaccinated, who had Sinovac? Raise your hand. Sinovac, Sinovac. How about AstraZeneca? AstraZeneca. Only me for Astra? Okay, how about Pfizer? Pfizer. Who got Pfizer? Wow, you're so lucky, Ma'am Ed. You got Pfizer. Okay, actually, most of the people here is either Astra, Sinovac, or Pfizer. So let's compare. Short comparison. Just a very short comparison of these 3 vaccines. First is the Pfizer. Pfizer uses mRNA. What is mRNA? It's messenger ribonucleic acid. It's actually a technology, in a very simple term, it teaches the cell to produce protein to fight COVID-19 virus. It's actually an old technology that is being used in cancer, for treating cancer. And the efficacy rate is very high at 95%. But the caveat is it has to be stored at negative 70 degrees. So it's quite hard to store it. You need 2 doses and 21 days. Next is my vaccine, and that is the AstraZeneca. Did you know that AstraZeneca used genetically modified cold virus from chimpanzees? Yes, because they found that virus from chimpanzees is very active and it will give you a very strong immune system. And they proved that when they used it before in SARS-2. It also has a very high efficacy rate of 70 to 80%, and it can survive in standard refrigeration. You also need 2 doses, 89 to 9 days apart. My second dose will be next week. And of course, the very popular and a lot of quantity in our country, Sinovac. It uses the traditional approach, or the virus that is weakened. They use it there. The inactivated COVID-19 virus. It has, well, 51 efficacy rate only, and it can survive in standard refrigerator, 2 doses in 14 days apart. Now, some people are asking, is booster necessary? According to my research, Pfizer already announced that the 3rd dose might be required after 6 to 1 year from the 2nd dose, followed by a yearly jab. For AstraZeneca, they already proved effective in boosting immunity when given another one after 6 months after the 2nd jab. While the Sinovac, they're still ongoing clinical trial with participants receiving 3rd dose after 8 months from the 2nd jab.
Excuse me,
No, many
DTM
people.
LUISA. Can I
Yes,
ask you some question?
yes, Jen,
And
for.
if, some people they said that if we combine few different brands of vaccine will improve the efficacy. What do you think about this claim?
Wow, that is a very interesting question that I did not expect. Imagine mixing different kinds of vaccine in one person only. Well, as I have explained, those vaccines use different technology. So I am
Yes.
not sure, but that is a very interesting topic. Let me search on that and I'll get back to
But
you.
because I'm a veterinarian, we use different brand of vaccine for our chicken also. So we found it's a better
Oh.
protection for the coronavirus because this virus also happen in chicken or other animals. So we combine different brand kill vaccine, inactivated vaccine plus live vaccine. So can produce a better protection. But I don't know how about for human. So that's why I want to ask you. Thank you.
Well, you made me think, and I'm sure everybody is thinking now. Is it also effective in humans? If it's effective in
I think
chickens?
people will say people it's better to combine few vaccine and we do more vaccines.
Yes, okay. Let me research on that and I'll get back to you. I swear, Tiangkon. Okay, so
Thank you.
many people are talking about efficacy, effectiveness. What's the difference of the two? Efficacy is actually defined as how well a vaccine performs under ideal condition. That means what is the effectiveness during the trial sessions only. While effectiveness refers to how well a vaccine performs under a real world condition. Like what will happen to us in the next 6 months, in the next 1 month after we are given the vaccine. That's the difference of it. Now, what is actually the efficacy threshold of COVID-19 vaccine? It's 50%. It was set by WHO because COVID-19 was deemed such a severe disease that if a vaccine is even 50% effective, it's still worth using. So it's okay if it's Sinovac with 50%, well, better if it's Pfizer, they're all the same, they're all effective, they are all made so that we can avoid the severe effects of COVID-19. There are common myths and questions, like this one. Is there a chip? Of course, there's no microchip in vaccine. Can I get COVID-19 from the vaccines? No, it does not contain live virus. Will the vaccine change my DNA? Of course, they cannot. They do not have the technology to change the DNA of a person. Why do I need vaccine if I already had COVID-19? Vaccination is stronger and longer immunity than natural infection. Now, after vaccination, do not think that you will not have COVID-19 anymore. As I said, vaccine can only prevent you from having severe effects of COVID. So, after vaccination, please continue your health prevention measure. Still use mask, face shield, stay distant from other people, always wash your hands, and clean and disinfect everything. How can you help our community? Choose to get vaccinated when it is offered. Do not choose. Don't be choosy, okay? The best vaccine is the one that is available. Share your experience with your co-workers, friends, and family. Know the basics about COVID-19 and help answer queries. And show that you received the vaccine by having some stickers or button things. So, to my fellow Toastmasters who have not received their vaccines, please do so and help our country to reach the herd immunity of 70%. Let's get vaccinated so that we can come back together and have face-to-face meetings. Thank you very much.
mag-subscribe, ring the bell, mag-like, comment, at i-share mo na.